Well, hello there, you two. Holy mackerel. Look how high this grass has gotten right here. Jeez. That's about 5 feet tall. But, welcome to, Saturday the 9th of May. It's, 20 after 7 at night. I spent 4 hours on that lawn. And anyway, I've taken about an hour break. I actually went in there and got cleaned up. Well, I just got face washed and all that stuff from all the dirt and mowing the lawn and stuff. And sat back in a chair. And Three Stooges was on, and I think I was gone for it was 6 something when I think it was around 6. I took myself a good old nap. Man, that's absolutely crazy how tall that is. But the lawn is cut once again. Holy moly. What a complete disaster. That was 2 weeks. The last time I mowed it was Saturday 2 weeks ago. And the bad thing, with everything that's going on, it's going to be another 2 weeks before I can mow it. And, excuse me, there's a bunch of rain supposed to start. In fact, next week, Wednesday, it's gonna rain. Looks like it's gonna rain here, and it's gonna be raining in Ireland. But Ireland's a lot like here. It's sunny one minute. We get those days that it's raining all day. As you see, that's wintertime stuff. But Ireland's like here. It just sunshine one minute, rain the next, and hot one minute, cold the next. I think my mom used to say you get 4 seasons a day in the in the spring and fall. But anyway, very excited about that. Working at getting all that stuff ready still. We did, it's part of why we were late getting home last night. We hit Walmart's again, exchanging stuff, because we adjusted luggage for going that long in Ireland. And then they're going, well, we're going to be doing a lot of driving around, by car. And the boot, as they call it, is this little car we have. I forget what it is, or I don't know what it is, but it says pretty small. Michaela's got a little Chevy Trax, the older body version. And if you've seen the newest Trax, it's a little 2 front-wheel drive only. It's not 4-wheel drive or anything like that, but front of it looks like a modern Chevy US or SUV, but the back of it's changed. It looks, actually, when they're coming up from you from in front of you, or you see them coming up behind you, it's kind of hard to tell, like a Blazer from a Trax, from whatever, all the little SUVs that Chevy has. But it's bigger than what it was, but it's still very small. But regardless, it's some car there in Ireland that's as small as the older Trax that Michaela has. And we're going, yikes. Well, when Michaela took us to the bistro table sitting here, Michaela took us to the airport, for the Daytona run. The back of that Jeep, she's got one of those little 4-wheel drive Jeeps. It looks like a Gladiator without the pickup bed. Actually, I think the little 4-door SUV Jeep was before the Gladiator. I'm not sure. I don't pay a lot of attention to GM products or Chrysler products. But anyway, we barely got our 2 suitcases and our 2 backpacks in the. Plus, we had the 2 helmets. But we were checking in the luggage. And then the helmets was our carry-on. The backpack is, the one you keep with you, which is what they considered the personal thing plus a carry-on. So we switched. We got suitcase, switched those back, and got 2 different suitcases. I got a Swiss one. I've had quite a few of those Swiss things. I'm sure they're not made in Switzerland anymore, but probably like everything else is made in Taiwan, China, or something like that, which is fine. Those guys are really, really good at manufacturing things. Most of the stuff we use, this fancy, last forever Apple Watch is made in China. That whatever that factory is over there. Look at Danny, he's ready. He knew I was coming out to do a walk. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab Sasha. She's out on the front runner. I had them swapped around because of the... Oh, somebody's got a fire going. That smells so good. Oh, there's some flavor to it, so it's got to be a barbecue. But let's go take that dadgum Sasha for a walk. When I walked out, she was all freaked out. Where you going? Not just yet. Hang tight. All right, let's wrap this up. Go do that. I think somebody excited to go for a walk. And I need to check. Chrissy's off somewhere. Her and Raylan took off and left the boys here with us. And Danny, lips are all dry. I can't whistle. And she's gonna text her and see if she can check the mail. I got one last prescription that I need before we go. But last till we're gone. And be about a month, almost to a day, a month after we get back from Ireland is a trip we're taking this year. And I didn't even, all I knew was June. And Kelly goes, "You're gonna have to ask David, what time are we on? I need to submit the time for it." I said, "Well, I do too." I said, "Got one thing, man, look how much the barn is sunk out there. That grass is growing fast." We noticed that Friday when we're coming home. I said, "Good Lord, look, all the houses and barns have all sunk." That's what it looks like. They're all sinking in the ground. Hey, I know what you're into there. I don't know what that, you need to find out what Danny's into. I was thinking about the luggage that I was talking about. We got larger luggage, and Michaela and Ryan says, "Hey, because of the size constraints and we're going to be traveling around most of the time in between staying at Airbnbs," he goes, we're just going to do a carry-on and a personal item, not checking anything in, just because that keeps the size down for the little car and stuff. So I got a little Swiss one, and Kelly got another one. I'll show you in the garage there. It's weird is I think it's because of mine is kind of more of a fabric kind of build, and hers is like plastic and little leather accents and stuff on it. But they're essentially the same size, but they look drastically different. But I think it's just because the material that Kelly's is made out of. She liked the look of it. We were there last night. I said, "You sure you don't want to go?" I said, "This Swiss thing has the little zip pockets and stuff like that, but technically, if you measure it exactly, it's over what the TSA says." But man, you guys flying, Lord, them things are like way over some of the stuff people carry on there. Watching them wedge them things into the overhead. Oh my good Lord. That's going a little overboard. I don't know how you get away with it. I remember all your stuff had to go through a little thing that had that shape, of what the size limit is. I don't see that anymore. Geez, I don't think you have to, maybe a belt you have to take off. But you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your laptops and tablets and stuff out of your bags and stuff anymore. It's wild. Crazy. Technology just keeps changing. I think your brother... Oh, there he is. There's a little ankle biter dog out there carrying on. What were you doing, buddy? Huh? Look at your tongue already dangling. I thought he wasn't coming there for a moment. He decided to change his mind. So what do you guys think about me taking a Canyon Redrock for the road trip this year? I don't know how many years I like kind of threatened myself to take a Spyder, but I thought I'd be such an odd man out. And you know, in the early days, we even got complaints from our Spyder riders and the Spyder rider groups and whatnot of joining motorcycle groups that they were freaked out about the Spyders being there. But geez, that like the run to the wall. I mean, there's everything there. There's trikes, there's sidecars, homemade trikes and Spyders, and obviously motorcycles of every size and kind, mostly Harleys, but they all blend together. Nobody worries about it anymore. Like, you see their pictures and stuff, it's just a sea of stuff. But I can see some die-hard riders that just don't understand trikes and Spyders. They'll be spaced out to think you're going to run them over. Obviously you can't can't ride side by side. Although like in Florida, I was laughing when we took off on our group ride with everybody in the group on the new Harley trikes. Watching it, we were all staggered. You just can't help yourself. And them things feel so much not like a trike that it was a thing to remember not to put your feet down when you're on the trike. When you left there, definitely don't forget to put your feet down when you leave. Because the Road Glide 3 and the Street Glide 3s, they all have the newest bodywork of the touring bikes. So I mean, I'm telling you, when you ride away, because remember the last half of that ride when Kelly and I were just out running free, I was on the Road Glide 3, and Kelly just needs a backrest, after a while. Just nerves or whatever. And even when we're just riding together, I think it's just nerves around traffic and whatever. I think she holds herself a weird way, but the backrest just dials her right in. But that's why she rode the Street Glide 3 CVO back. So, I spent, a couple hours on the Road Glide 3 coming back. So when we left, what we rode last, which was that red Road Glide Limited. God, those things are nice. You just have no idea. Harley's changed so much. It's hard to believe that it's the same bikes, Wow. And they changed the shields on the Road Glide 3 the Street Glide Limited and the Road Glide Limited. Man, things work good. I'm still absolutely way better on the Street Glide Limited than the Road Glide. Just for me. I mean, I like the outside look of the Road Glide, but I don't have the same cool feeling when I'm riding a Road Glide Limited. They're absolutely incredibly cool. But I like the bars low and behind the fairing and just the handling. It's so funny how people have it confused in their head that there's things that a batwing fairing does that it absolutely positively does not do. It's absolutely comical. Anyway. It's a visual thing. It's just like the people, you know, with the BMWs, the GS versus the GSA. You know, you feel the even, you know, running order, which, you know, tank 80% full. There's like a 20-pound difference between the two. 22 pounds maybe on a bike that heavy. You don't notice that difference. But what people do know is when they look down, they see that big old tank, and it trips them out. So they make up things that, oh, you can't ride it in the same places, you can't do the same things. Absolutely you can. It's in your head. You just see that big tank down there. And the comfort of riding it down the road, you know, GSA versus GS. It's kind of like riding an RT. You know, when you're moving, you don't get wet really. It's crazy. Man, that smell of honey down here is still strong. Intensely strong. No, don't be messing. Oh no, there's hardly anything left of that snake but the smell. Sasha's all about that. Oh, I get sidetracked. The reason I got onto the thing about Daytona is, you know, when you're down there and there's so many bikes, it's just a mixture of trikes, two wheels, and Spyders. And everybody gets along fine. Nobody's worried about the other. That was just a thing, you know, 10 plus years ago when the Spyders first started coming out. You know, people just don't understand them. You know, what do you do? Immediately, you have fear of the unknown. But we're not going to go walking all the way down there, guys. They're down there working on their house. But really excited to finally take a Can-Am product on one of our road trips. And the nice thing is, I don't know if it has a backrest on it, but anyway, Kelly and I can swap between the two, and I'm sure BRP will love that too. So, you know, she gets whatever, you know, the I think that Canyon, even though it has a much smaller fairing and whatnot, I think on the parts where I imagine at some point we'll end up on the freeway, that Kelly will probably be more comfortable on the Canyon going down the freeway than a FLiRTy. Although, you know, I rode that thing home, it was perfectly fine. She's never complained ever about that thing. She just absolutely loves it. But it'll give her something to, you know, something different. Have your butt sitting on something different for a little while. And I might appreciate that as well. Although everything I hear about the Canyon seat, everybody absolutely loves it. It's crazy. It's like the Harley seats. And now we're right back where we were, aren't we? Come on, Sasha. I think the same thing. People see the smaller seat, and when you sit down on it, you feel the smaller seat. Automatically, you think this is not going to be comfortable. But you know, the new get back that way. But the new Street Glide and Road Glide Limiteds and threes, you know, Road Glide 3, Street Glide 3. The seats are definitely skinnier, but everybody's going, wow, those seats are comfortable, crazy comfortable. Although my riding position with the higher bars and stuff, the seat was comfortable, just my riding position wasn't on the Road Glide compared to Street Glide. And more of a dirt bike all the way to sport bike position, the more comfortable I am. Always have been. And that Canyon is just gonna be like riding, you know, a GSA or a dual sport, or, you know, the pegs are like in the center, kind of like a, you know, GSA or Pan America, any of those things. I just love that riding position. And I can just go forever. God, I forgot to start my workout session with my watch again. Purposely put the thing on. I use an old Casio. I forget what it is. It's got GPS and all that stuff on it from many years ago. I think the early 2000s. I want to say I got that one 05 or 06. And it charges the battery through the screen. It just needs to be in some light. And it does the, what do you call it? The world clock or whatever. Clicks over and the thing just sets itself. Atomic clock, I think they call it. But, and when I got done, I switched over to my Ultra. And just so I can do my workout. And then the blood oxygen thing, I think Apple got too close to somebody else's system, and now it was on your watch, and of course that stuff would sync with everything syncs with your phone or your Apple account, period. But anyway, last year, I think it was last year, you couldn't do it on your watch anymore, but now you can do it on the watch, but the results go to your phone. Where there's rumors of Apple coming up with some crazy stuff, so they won't be close enough that somebody gets alerted. That, I don't know the details. I heard it was some kind of copyright thing that, I don't know how they implement something was too close to somebody else's idea or something that's in the works. I don't know if it's a Garmin watch or... have no idea. I can't zoom this thing, but that red barn, look how much of it is gone. It's literally sunk in the ground. That's crazy. And look at that barn out there. How that equipment. That is such a weird feeling. And then when they start haying the fields, later on, it trips you out. You drive through there and you go, wow, somebody lifted all these buildings, mostly barns and stuff like that. Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. What do you think, She? Man, just been a perfect day. I think the high today, I think it made it to 73 at some point. But the clouds were coming over while I was mowing the lawn, and that felt very comfortable. There was a light little breeze. There's literally no breeze out here now. Man, I could just, that was the Beast Pro table was facing that. I could just sit there and stare at that. Oh man, the thing with mowing the lawn. I talked about this, weeks ago, or a month ago, whatever, of listening my music. Apple, when you open up Apple Music, it says, I think it goes for Shawn Smoak, it says. So they pay attention to what I listen to, and they just grab stuff and like songs I haven't heard in so long. And man, the whole time I'm mowing the lawn, other than the very frequent bag dumping, I can't even count how many times I dump those bags. And it's green and very, very heavy. But anyway, man, my mind goes 1,000 miles away. You think of everything when you're a kid, your parents, and Kelly and I meeting, the whole thing, with the family, and well, of course, we got our daughter back, but all the kids and everything all off doing their own thing, and man, my oldest daughter, she turns 40 years old next month. 40 years old. Remember a few years ago, I was freaking out that all of my kids are 30. Well, they're all in their 30s. Because Ryan finally turned 30. And, man, now they're going to be clicking 40 one by one, Nuts. It all happened so fast. And I remember people telling me that. He goes, enjoy these moments. The older people would always tell us, and it was almost annoying. Jeez, why is it everybody that, they're like grandparents and stuff now, he goes, enjoy these moments because they go quick. And Callie and I are, at the time you're thinking, they won't grow at all. It's been years and they haven't grown. In reality they were, but it didn't seem like it. And, man, everything they said, that you're going to cherish these moments, and then the grandkids are going to be, your second chance at raising your own kids if you're that close to them. Well, unfortunately, I'm only close to, that close with Raylan, Eli, and Lucas. None of our boys have any kids, just the girls. And they live, well, they were living in Tacoma. Now they're living in Aberdeen, way out there by the coast. We went there last year, went and visited them. But anyway, I'm gonna roll with that. So you grab the little woman, do a quick goodbye vlog, and call her a day. What do you think, Sasha? You're so good stopping when I just stop. And she just sits there. I'll just sniff her around where I'm at. Guess I'm stuck here for a while because the old man never shuts up. All right. I'll leave you with that. Well, hello there, YouTube. Wow. Thought we'd come out here and get them some of the nice guy. Mic 3 in my still in my hat. Come out here and do an outside goodbye before it changes. Man, it's so beautiful out here. Absolutely gorgeous. But now to warm myself out and mowing the lawn, and Kelly did a bunch of weed eating. She finally said she just got to where she couldn't hold it anymore and just went inside. And there's just a few little things I finished off, but she knocked a whole bunch of it out. But very busy lawn day today.
Yes, it was, but it looks beautiful now.
Looks beautiful now. When we get back from Ireland, it should look just like it did, and we're going to start this all over again.
Yep.
But it's worth it. And then, well, by the end of June, that should, the grass will slow way down.
Yeah, it won't pop up quite so fast.
But anyway, I think on that, we're going to roll out. I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to me rattle going down the road.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same Smoak time, same Smoak channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. You guys have an amazing Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. We'll see you sometime tomorrow.
Yes, we see you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Bye-bye now.